Hello viewers, I hope you are doing well wherever you are watching this video from. Okay, so here with me, I've got a question that came in 2022. Okay, this question is from 2022 GCE. Okay, take note of that. This is the question that was brought in last year's paper for external candidates. So we have very simple questions here. We have question A, which is saying given that the matrix N is equal to this. Roman numeral 1, find the value of x for which the determinant of N is 8. So they are telling you that the determinant of this matrix N is equal to what? 8. Okay? Meaning, if you, the determinant, okay? The determinant of this matrix N is equal to what? 8. So we are answering question A. Alright, so let's get into it. How do we find the determinant? We understand that if we have this matrix x2 to x6, this is the matrix for n, okay? This is the matrix for n. So how can we find the determinant? When we are finding the determinant, we understand that here, where there is x and 6, in this diagonal, these are major elements. So we do multiply, we say x times 6, we are going to get 6x minus, okay? We put a minus there when you are finding the determinant. Then we also multiply the minor diagonal elements. Which ones are the minor? Here, this side, where you have a 2 and a 2x. So you say 2 times 2x, you are going to get 4x. Equal to, they are saying the determinant of this matrix is what? 8. Okay, so you start by multiplying or assuming that you are finding the determinant, where you multiply the major elements, x times 6, you get 6x, minus this minus part of the formula. Then you also multiply the trailing diagonal elements, 2 and a 2x, you get what? 4x. Equal to what? 8, because they have told you that this matrix N, its determinant is 8. Okay, so what do? These are like terms. 6x minus 4x, you're going to get 2x, which will give us 8. You want to find the value of x, that is the question. So we divide by 2, this 2 and this 2 will cancel. Okay, so x equal to 2 here, 1, 2 into 8, 4. This is the answer, okay? That is the answer. Very important to take note of that. This is the value of x. Okay, so how is the matrix now going to be? How is the matrix going to be? How is the matrix going to be? This one. So this matrix will now be, where there is x, we will put 2, again here 2, 2x. So where there is this x, we'll put the value of x is 4. So here it will be 4. Okay, here 2. Where there is this 2, it's 2 times 4, which will give us 8. Here 6. So this is now the matrix. 4, 2, 8, 6. How have we come up with 8? Remember, here we have 2x. So 2 times the value of x, which is 4. So 2 times 4, 8. Don't forget that, okay? The reason why I have done that, because we are coming to question 2. So let's now look at question 2, okay? Question 2. Okay, so in case you don't know the question 2 they are talking about, let me show you. Okay, so this is question 2, where they are saying, hence or otherwise, write, this means n inverse. Write any inverse. So how can we write the inverse of the matrix? Okay, it's very simple. There's nothing complicated. It's very, very simple. So n inverse, okay, like that, equal to, the formula is 1 over the determinant of matrix N, like this, times the adjoint of matrix what? N. I do hope that you know this formula. I do hope that you know this formula. Okay, so how can we answer it? How can we answer it? Very simple. How can we answer it? Very simple. So we are going to say n inverse equal to, okay, n inverse equal to 1 over, what is the determinant of n? It's 8 times, okay, times, so open bracket like this. What is the adjoint of n? Now, we'll come back to the matrix n, okay? I want you to know something. This is the matrix for n. So when we say the adjoint, you can see we have 4 and 6, okay? We have 4 and 6. So when you're finding the adjoint of the matrix, you have to interchange the major diagonal what? Elements, okay? So the 6 will be here, then the 4 will be down here. Then what happens to the minor diagonal elements? We put the sign. What sign? A negative sign. So this will be a negative 2 and this will be a negative 8. This is the adjoint of the matrix. I do hope that is clear, okay? So I'll repeat, the adjoint of the matrix is found by swapping the major diagonal elements. In this case, our major diagonal elements are 4 and 6. They will interchange. 6 will go where 4 is and 4 will come where 6 is, like this. Then what happens to the minor diagonal elements? You are supposed to add a negative sign, okay? So in this case, if this was negative 2, when you add a negative sign, it will remain a positive, okay? So let's move on. Let's move on. So we are saying our adjoint of matrix n will be 6, negative 2, negative 8, then 4. Okay, so what are we supposed to do? What's next? We'll say inverse of matrix n equal to, so this 1 over 8 will multiply all the elements inside. You're going to have something like this. 1 over 8 times 6, you get 6 over 8. 1 over 8 times negative 2, you get negative 2 over 8. I do hope that you understand how we are multiplying them. 1 over 8 times negative 8, you get negative 8 over 8. 1 over 8 times 4, you get 4 over 8. Is it clear, people? Is it clear? Okay. So from here, what are we going to do? You say n inverse equal to, now we can simplify, okay? We can simplify. So here we have 6 over 8. Let's find the highest common factor of 6 and 8. It's a 2. Okay, so 2 into 6, it's a 3 over, then 2 into 8, it's a 4. So you have 3 over 4, we have reduced. For this one, 2 and 8, the highest common factor is 2 itself. So 2 there, you will remain with a negative 1 over, then 2 into 8, you get a 4. We close. Here, 8 over 8, meaning 8 into 8, you get a negative 1. Then here, 4 into itself, it's 1. 4 into 8, it's 2. So this is the inverse of matrix what? N. Okay? I do hope that you are following. Very important. Okay. So this is how best we can answer this question. Okay? This is how best we can answer it. So we have answered this one and this one, meaning you have gotten 4 marks. So you're just remaining with this, okay? And this question is coming from quadratic equations, okay? And it's carrying how many marks? 5. You can't afford to miss all these 5 marks in an exam, okay? So let's see how best we can answer it as well. All right, so now we answer B. Okay, this was question B. I want you to solve this quadratic equation, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we understand that a quadratic equation is an equation that is in the form ax squared. I hope we know this. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. I do hope that we understand this. So this A and this B, they are presenting the coefficient of the variable, okay? So x with the highest degree of 2, the coefficient is A, meaning for this one, that is its coefficient. So we are saying A equal to what? 5, okay? Then for this x with the lowest degree of 1, okay? For this x with the lowest degree of 1, what is its coefficient? So its coefficient will be that, okay? Now look at the sign here. There is a negative sign, so meaning for B it's going to be negative what? 9, okay? Then this C, the constant value, so the constant value it's this, so C equal to negative what? 4. If you had a plus 4 here, I would have just said 4. Now there is a minus, so it's negative 4. Even here there is a minus 9. If it was a plus 9, I would have said the coefficient of B is just positive 9. So if you understand this, let's come up with the formula that we can use. Remember, this is paper 2, so the quadratic formula is always provided to you. So what formula can we use? Okay, this is the formula now. X equal to negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC over 2A. So if you understand this formula now, you just have to substitute, okay? Where there is A, you put 5, because the value of A here I've said is 5, it's 5, okay? Where there is B, we put negative 9. Where there is C, we put negative 4. It's just a matter of substituting. How can we do that? So it's going to be like this, okay? X equal to negative. So where there is B, we have said is negative 9. I'll put it in bracket because it's carrying a sign as well. Plus or minus the square root of. So here where there is B squared, I'll put it in brackets, negative 9 squared minus 4, open bracket. Where there is A, I'm going to put a 5, close bracket, again open bracket. Where there is C, I'll put a negative 4, okay? A negative 4, then I cross like this, over 2, open bracket. Where there is A, it's 5. I do hope that you are following, okay? I do hope that you are following. From here, we say x equal to negative times negative is a positive 9 plus or minus the square root of negative 9 squared in brackets is negative 9 times negative 9, which is going to give you positive 81, okay? Negative times negative, it's a positive. Very simple, okay? Very simple. And then from there, we say 4 times 4, then times 5, because this is paper 2, so you just have to press this on your calculator, okay? So let's see when you press this on the calculator. Okay, so what have you found there? Punch 4 times 5 times 4. What answer have you found? Okay, so when you punch this on the calculator, what value are we getting? We are getting this value, 80 over 2 times 5, it's a 10. Remember to also, you are supposed to punch as well on the calculator so that we come up with same values, okay? I might make a mistake as I'm calculating here, then you have to notice that and indicate in the comment section. All right, so from here you say x equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of. So when we add this, okay, you're going to get sorry, it's a 1 here. We are going to get 161 over 10. I do hope that you are following, okay? I do hope that you are following. So what are we going to do here? So the first thing that you can do, find the square root of 161, okay? Find the square root of 161, okay? So you get your calculator, you punch, you find the square root of this value, Okay, so punch on the calculator, you tell me the value. All right, yes, what is the value that you have found? What is the value that you have found? Okay, so the value that you have found, when you press on your calculator there, the square root of 161, okay, it's going to be what? It's going to be, okay, so we say x equal to, so the value there that you have found, you say 9 plus or minus the square root of that, okay? The square root of that is 12.68857, okay? 5404495 okay, so this is the value that you have gotten also over 10. So I do hope that you have gotten the same value. So from here, what we are going to do is, since there is plus or minus here, so I'm going to separate this with a positive sign and the negative sign. So you say x equal to 9 plus 12.6. Now, they said leaving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So even this one, you can round it off, okay? 12 point, okay, let me just write it. 12.6885754044952, okay, over 10. Or remember, I've gotten a positive value, I'm remaining with a negative value, okay, where you're going to say x equal to 9 minus the same value there, same number 044952, okay, over 10. So very important that you follow this. So here, don't even panic yourself. Just get a calculator, you add this 9 and this value, then you divide by 10, okay? Even here, you subtract 9 minus this value, and then you divide by 10. We see the answers that you are going to come up with, okay? So I'll say, for me, I'll say x equal to, so I'll punch everything on the calculator, okay? I'll punch everything on the calculator for this one. I'll punch everything on the calculator, then I'll later on to come to this, I'll punch again everything. So what I'm going to write here is just the value, okay? So I do hope that you're also punching. Okay, remember what I've said, you punch everything on the calculator there. So what's the value? What's your value? Okay. So for me, when I punch on the calculator everything here and I divide, I'm getting this value. Okay, this is the value that I'm getting for the first one, for this one. Okay, this is the value that I'm getting. This is the value that I'm getting. So I do hope that you have gotten the same value, or x equal to, so for this one, for the second one, when I punch on the calculator, I even divide by 10. This is the value that I'm getting, negative 0.36887. Okay, I'll just end it there, okay? So remember what the instructions were, okay? The instructions were saying, okay, this is the question, okay? This is the question. I want you to see clearly. This is the question. What are the instructions? The instructions are saying correct to 2 decimal places. So it's very important that you understand this. Okay. So what are we going to do? We come back here. We come back here. We come back here. So we say final answer now. Therefore, x equal to 2 point. Okay. So the number that is making it 1 decimal place is 1. So 1. Then the number that will make it 2 decimal places, it's 6. But look at the next number after 6, it's 8. If a number is equal to 5 or greater than 5, it will round off the previous number, okay? So in this case, 8 is greater than 5. So it's a 1. 1 plus 6, I'll get a 7 there, okay? Or x equal to, so here, remember we have here we have negative 0.3. The number to make it 2 is what? 6, again to be rounded off, which will be 7. Okay, so this is the answer. So you'll be given the 5 marks. Note that the 5 marks will just be on the answer. No, stage by stage, as you are answering stage by stage, you'll be accumulating what? Marks. So these are the answers. Okay, so if here where we are rounding off, suppose that there was a number starting from 4 coming down, it can't round off 6. Okay, so it will just remain 6. But if there is a number starting from 5 going up, it will round off the previous what? Value. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for viewing this content. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to also follow our Facebook page, okay, so that you view more of this content. Bye bye.